Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade. And this is not financial advice, educational purposes only. So let's get started. 1 minute till 7 o'clock. Took some trades already this morning. I'll talk about those in a little bit. But right now, I'm going to wait to see if we get any pops. And I assume y'all can hear me. This is one of the trades I took, EHGO, but like I said, we'll talk about it more later. I want to see if there's any new pops. 7 o'clock's been a little weak lately, though. And unfortunately, these are my favorite time of the day to pop, too. CJET. Yeah, that's not even 1 whole cent. I can't short anything under 50 cents. GMPX popping. Here we go. I'll get it pulled up in just a second. Grab my locates. Oh no, I just overpaid for those locates. I didn't realize how expensive they were. Jeez. This is probably a baby float with how much I just paid for locates. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Let's see. GMPX. Yeah, less than 1 million, of course. All good. I'm in it now, so I'm gonna play it. Or I got the locates now. Overpaid for them. But I'm getting, oh my gosh, I'm up. Yeah, I just got out of most of my position just then. Made 400 bucks on that play pretty quick. Probably should have held some, but with this being a low float, and y'all know I like to take profit quick anyways. Not sure. Yeah, made almost 500 on that one. Should have held some. Oh, I could have made so much more, but nice little play. If it pops back up, I'm not even sure how I made so much on that. I did have some pretty good fills, but man, that was nice. Let me see if I can get rid of. Let's see if I can get rid of these locates. Maybe we'll get a little bit back for them. Because since it's a low float, I'm gonna be careful with this one. But yeah, that one banked. Hopped out probably a little too quick, but I saw like 450, 475 on it, and so I just went ahead and got out of it because I don't like being in these less than $1 million floats too long. Because all it takes is one pumper or a couple wells. They can send these things. But should have still held maybe half my count, but all good. All good. So sitting about 1,400 on the day now. not all from this one. Made close to 500 on this one, but there's some earlier plays. Like I said, I'll talk about those in a little bit. But my priority now is see if there's any other pumps. And I'm keeping 200 of my locate. So if it does push back up to 13, 14 bucks, I'll play it again. But these, like I said, these make me a little nervous because I know the longs momentum traders like seeing these baby floats. So sometimes they'll send these. I got a decent bit back. So I paid 80 bucks for the locates. I got 20 bucks back. So not terrible. But yeah, I usually don't like paying that much. Man, I missed a big move. But again, oh good. Anything else moving? UNCY. UNCY. Looks like I missed it already. Let's see. 200, which it has acknowledged in the past at 540. That means there's a good chance it's probably going to fall back under that. And we're already back under it. So nice move if you caught it. I was too late. It's funny because I hit accept on those locates so quick on the last one before I even read what the number was. It's dangerous. Sometimes these low floats, the locates are pretty pricey. Not seeing much right now that interests me. So the plays from earlier that I was talking about, so this was the big one right here. I played this one, YMAT. These are so sketchy though at these 4 o'clock pumps. So I didn't enter a very heavy share size, but between this one and FRGT, before I jumped on live stream, I was up close to 1,900 and some change, mostly from these two plays, or I think just from these two plays. This one pushed. The reason why, and I entered in the 270s, the reason why I played this one was because we had this strong resistance that has previously popped to and failed and was previous support. So played that level and it flushed. So hopefully we get some more plays like that. Some strong levels. And I'm not too interested in XH. If y'all see XHLD, Moon Market's pumping this one right now. So I'm just going to stay away for this one for a little bit. And there's really no clear level. I mean, if it gets up to maybe 64 cents, but again, I don't really plan on entering it right now. Morning, morning. Oh, and there was one other play I forgot, totally forgot. I sent this one out in the Discord. I was looking through the comments. EHGO, I did play this one. So that was, the 900 was between 3 plays. Because again, I played them all small. But this one had a 200 at 92 cents. So I started scaling in the high 80s and it ended up tanking too. So those 3 plays, forgot about that one. Good morning. Let's see if we get some more. Because yeah, G, whatever that was, started with a G, it flushed. Even though it was a low float, it flushed clean. So maybe we'll get some more clean flushes. Was it GMPX? Yeah, nice little flush. When I wake up more, I'll talk more about yesterday as well. I'm dragging this morning. Yesterday was a roller coaster. Ended up ending the day a few dollars shy of 3K, but it was not smooth. Like pre-market was good, but um, not the smoothest. Intraday, the main runner on the day yesterday, I played it in and out, did pretty good on it, but after hours, got caught up. I found out what happened too. We're shorting well, I should say I was shorting FRGT after hours, and it just kept pumping, and found out a moon market was in this one. So he's just been pumping all kind of crap lately. I've been getting caught in. But got my revenge earlier today. Almost timed the top because it was just a very clear level here at 280. And then I knew the 200 was a little above at 3. So I was going to kind of just scale in all through here, but it rejected right at this level. So but overall, it was a good day, but I traded a lot yesterday, more than I prefer. PayPal with a 15% pump this morning. Must have had good earnings. Let's see, LUNG. So this is one from last night as well, but is it curling up? No, not really. It's still not pass. Oh, Colin, I see you're on the call. I don't know if this is the one that we played right as soon as you jumped off. Hope you listen. SDA, this is the one that kind of was the redeemer for FGRT or FRGT. You can see the 200 was at 361 for the SMA, and then the 200 EMA was at what, like 276, and that's so it, or 376. Yeah, and it pumped right to these levels and just died. That's the one I was talking to you about. Oh, good. That was the easy money one. All of us played FRGT. That moon market was pumping. I might just have to get one of his memberships just to try to stay out of the ones he's pumping. Good morning. Good morning. I figured, Mahal. Yeah. I figured you're usually on it, or you're usually the one that's telling me on the pre-market lives if he's in it or not. I saw that he was tweeting about XHLD, so I've been pretty much avoiding that one. Yeah, FRGT was just a lot of unnatural movement last night. And usually the first ones don't make. So after hours, let's talk about it a little bit. So lately it's been pretty hot, and actually it picked up a little bit even after I jumped off live stream. But usually the very first one that pumps, this one pumped early at like 4. These will often immediately fail and give back. But I saw he sent out a tweet when it was about right here, and or he posted in the Discord. Then it made this next leg up, which is very uncommon for the first play, and it wasn't new news. So it was some news from earlier that morning that didn't get much attention. Had a hard stop if it held above like 2 something, and luckily I didn't stop out here. I'd have took a decent loss because I was in pretty heavy, 5,000 shares. I was able to get out, survive, took a little red on it. Definitely made up for it this morning though when I played it. But man, that was a tough play last night. It was frustrating. It just was some very unnatural movements, but moon market was pumping. He was doing his thing. Joey, are you on? I want to respond to CJ. I have like this burner Twitter account because I don't, I'm not public on X, but I have me a little burner so I can, talk crap. And it's funny because Joey found me because I was talking, throwing a little shade on one of his posts, and he was able to put it together. It was me. But no, CJ, bro, like he one of those days we were playing after hours. Every time it dropped below VWAP, he would send out a tweet, then it would come back up. It'd go back below VWAP, send out a tweet, go back. Like he was literally just holding it up. Yeah, nah, it's y'all know I don't try to I'll be looking for your sites posts. Oh, I'm dead. I try not to throw too much shade at other traders with these pumpers, bro. I don't know how they get away with it sometimes. I don't know how politicians get away with what they do. I don't know how some of these pumpers get away with what they do. But SEC's trash. 12K members in his, yeah, no, that's the problem. There's so many members in his Discord. I think he has 100, 200K followers on X, which is pretty good size because they all are there for one reason, to have notifications on when he pumps, you know? So if a lot of people jump in it, y'all know I'll joke around about Ross having a big following and stuff, and people jump in after him. He's not a pumper though. That's why I can put up with Ross. Just people will jump into his plays after he does sometimes, but like everybody knows what Moon Market's doing. You just got to get into his plays quick. And sadly, they have been running, so you probably could make some money off Moon Market plays recently, but in the past, they'll just like one or two candles and they'll go back to where they started. But now they're catching momentum. It's just another one of those self-fulfilling prophecies. A lot of people know Moon's pumps. His calls are pumping these days. So more people are paying attention. But I remember there was a phase where his, you know, if you weren't the first few that got in, you didn't make money. But they've been running lately. So I'll give that to him. Anyways, 7:30 is in 4 minutes. Let's see if we get us some new PRs here shortly. Good morning, Larry Jones. Thanks for hopping on. Good morning, BG. Bohisto. What's up, my friend? Good morning, Alex. Time to make you some money then, Bohisto. I know you as Steven, but Bohisto sounds pretty dope. There's been some pretty good opportunities this morning, so maybe we'll get some more. I usually don't play 4 to 7 o'clock, but there's a couple plays today. Nice little cushion to start the live stream. Yeah, that was a late one, but that was a pretty nice flush. EHGO. Yeah, no, for real. I've had to turn on his X notifications to try to stay out of his trades. I got called in FRGT, and I'm just keeping this one up because nothing else looks interesting to me, but got caught up in one of his stupid pumps after hours with this one. But I survived it, so I can't complain. Makes it a little more challenging, though. And you're probably going to see me do, again, I'm probably focused on things that shouldn't matter, but I'm all green this month. So stats like that don't matter, but I got a $1,400 cushion already on the morning, so I'm probably going to just, FYI, I'll let y'all know the plays, but I'm not going to force trades between my cushion, and I haven't had an all green month since like 2024, so I want to try to keep that. And again, you're not really supposed to pay attention to things like that, but mentally, I like it. It's good for my confidence because summer got rattled a little bit. Confidence did. Like I've heard, I was still green over summer, but it was a little tough for me. Had to dial in my strategy a little bit. But he still, everything he mentions pumps for some reason. Yeah, no. Let me hold $1. POLA. I'll pull it up for y'all first since already I'm right here. And I'll see what, oh yeah, this thing is pumping. We're at $5 now. Grabbing my locates. I don't know if this is a good level. Look in just a second. Got in at 494. Ooh, keep falling. I gotta look at the news at some point with this one. I'm just trying to add some entries that I might be interested in. Oh yeah, these got some very clear levels. I love charts like this. Doesn't hurt your head to look at. So yeah, I'm up. Oh well, what's up about 300 on it, and now it's reversing. So I'm gonna. I guess I should see what the news is on this one. Polar receives military contract. Okay, so I am probably gonna take profits on this one pretty quick because these actually sometimes do well. I don't know the details of it. So trimmed a little here, but I'm still in half my position. Got out at 469, half the shares. Might trade this $5 level again, add some more here. Got an order waiting at 499. It didn't get filled because I added it a little late. Did that time though. Still in relatively small size, but I have me some orders waiting at 545 and I think like 574 or something. Let me see. And they're a little bit bigger. That'd be fine if it tanked now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So announce, oh, this is a weak contract. I wish I would have went heavy. A 674,000 contract? Small. So I'm trimming here. I'm trimming some here in the 450s, but tempted to hold a few because $674 contract to me doesn't sound that impressive. And again, it does get their foot in the door with which military? Is it the United States military? I assume it's an American company in the United States, but can't always assume that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that news is relatively weak, guys. So if it wants to get back up here again, I'll short it again. I'm out of my position, trimmed up my last shares in the 540s, but I'd love for it to push to 5 again, 550. I think it's weak news. didn't make that much on it. I thought it did better, to be honest. Ooh. Not really interested in this little VWAP test. I have an order sitting at 495 if it gets there, and then bigger size at 545 and 574. But I'll get a little fill if it wants to get back to 5 and reject. And y'all probably know this, but the reason why I do bigger orders higher is because I want it to move my average up drastically. So if I enter, let's just say, for sake of argument, 200 shares here, I want to enter probably about 400 shares at 545, and then 400 to 600 at 574. So it just helps. And y'all saw it yesterday after hours if you're in the Discord with FRGT. That's how I got my average up pretty easy. So I'm back in it. Cool. But, you know, it's a double-edged sword. You just can't blindly do that. Because if it goes against you, that's more pain. I strategically add to these positions if there's like levels, like you're seeing it right now where my orders are. So I know a lot of people say don't like average up, and there's probably a good reason people say that, because some of my biggest losses have been because I blindly averaged up and then held too long. So for me, if I'm averaging up, I got to have a hard level to, I think that's why I've been on a pretty good streak the last 3 months now. Had a 42K month, then a 30-something K month last month, and then this month's going to be pretty good too. But I think I've been dialing in my risk management a little better. So, because that was always my thing. It's like I can win consistently, but I got to make sure these big losses don't take out a week of profit, if not more, you know. So I'm in it, small size, 495. I'm basically break even, but not stressing about this size, pretty small. Because I still think this one's going to drop. I might hold this one, honestly. 600K military contract, it just seems weak. Pretty high confidence in this one. But again, the reason I'm not adding a lot of size there is because there is potential it pushes back to these levels. So, or those levels I marked. But I don't see this one running all day, pumping. I don't see it being the next multi-day runner, let's just say that. But it does have a small float. I'm seeing 1.7 on AskEdgar. Let me see what FinViz says. I like to double check FinViz. Yeah, 1.7. They both say the same thing. Low institutional ownership, only 18%. And their cash need is they're in a bad situation. They're negative cash position. So they have no cash right now, according to their previous filings. Overall offering risk high. Yeah, I like this play. I might actually add some more right here. It's struggling at 5. So I added a little more at 512. I don't mind being red in this one for, again, 1, small size, 2, I'd be very surprised if this one runs. But, and again, this goes back to somebody even in the Discord asked me, they're like, why are you a scalper? Why don't you just hold? Or why don't you just hold and play less plays? You play a lot of plays. This is why. This is my thesis with these small caps. Like, I have pretty high conviction on this play. Like, not too concerned this one's going to go against me. But that's why I trade smaller and multiple plays, because we are trading manipulated small caps. So you just can't be too overconfident. So I don't like to trade heavy size on just one ticker or a couple tickers a day. I'd rather just like spread my risk across a bunch of tickers. Because even though this could be the A+ setup, I think, even though I don't think it's A+, it's only up 37% right now, and I'm in it at this level. So I like to spread my risk across, because all it takes is a well or a moon market or the institutions collaborating together, pumping this thing. They need it to get to $2 because of some warrants. It's just, there's so many things that we can see, but we could be missing. So I just don't like kind of a little bit into my insight with why I trade a bunch of tickers instead of just one a day or two a day and just hold. Because I try not to be too overconfident in any of these plays. So GMPX, let's see what kind of dilution they have. So yeah, they do have a active shelf. Only 3 million though, but they have an equity line SPA with Lincoln Park that was signed in June, allows up to 12.5 million more. 10 million of it's unused. But that one, they need to get shareholder approval. Let's go. Up about 150 on it now, but I'm going to just let this one fall. Pattern, they've had 2 RDOs plus 6 at the money draws in the last 12 months, all with the same banker. Management raises cash whenever volume permits. They have not many, but 27,000 pre-funded warrants at 50 cents right now. So long story short, they do have some dilution, but not a ton. Not a ton. That's readily available this second. Kyle Stewart. Yeah, I have a link in my description about it, bro. And I have a code. Get you some discounts if you sign up. But yeah, TradeZero for sure. If anybody has locates, TradeZero will have them. So highly recommend. Most of the people on here use TradeZero. I'm still holding this one. I'll hold it till something else pumps, because I just don't see this one running today. Wish it had a little bit more dilution, active dilution on the books. But besides that, I'm just going to hold this one. It could turn out to be the wrong one to hold, but right now that's the game plan. Oh, Bohiso's holding, so I'm gonna hold that. Yeah, once we get a new pop, something a little more exciting, I think this one's going to flush. But honestly, I wouldn't mind for it to pop a little. I have some pretty heavy positions waiting at 545 and 574. And it has clear clear levels on the daily too. So you know where to just get out. If it breaks over this, let's just say close over 6, you just cut your losses because there's a little bit of a breakout pattern right now. How it's curling up. But I don't see it getting past these levels. But again, that's why I don't try to be too overconfident in any play, because we're trading very manipulated tickers. Money rotation. We still doing that over here. It's been working pretty good too. SBFM get a new pop. We are getting a new pop. Where's this one going? Oh, we got a nice little level here at 242. I'm gonna let it push a little bit higher, and maybe I missed my entry already. But in the meantime, I'll be looking at the news. I'll secure me some locates, and POLA is flushing a little bit right now, but I don't think SBFM is getting that much volume yet to really steal attention away. Maybe a little bit though. Oh yeah, only 100,000 shares have been traded on it. But I'm grabbing me some locates. They're cheap. And I'm not going to scale in yet, but if it gets to like 239, get my first entry. Might not get it though, because it's only up 10% now, so I want to see it push a little bit. So I got entry at 238 and 248. But again, I don't know if it's going to get there. What was the news on this one? Sunshine Biopharm gains FDA equivalent clearance in Canada to treat cancer-related nausea. I mean, that's not that bad of news. So I'm already in it now. I'm about to say, maybe I should raise these. This might push a little higher. Yeah. But again, I'm in pretty small. So let's see what it does around this level. It's flushing a little bit. But I'm like a few cents in the money, so I'm just going to get my size down a little bit on it, just in case. Because that seems like decent news. Now starting to get some volume. And POLA will go down now. So I'm actually out of SPFM. Again, I'm playing it safe. I probably only made like 50 bucks on this play, but that news is decent. It'll probably still flush, but I'm just going to take my little small profit on that and keep an eye on POLA. But not saying it's not a good play, guys, but y'all can decide that for yourself. I quick in and out, didn't make much on it, but I don't like that it's only up. What is it up now? Yeah, it's only up 17%. And at that level I entered, it was about 20, but still, that's just kind of a weak pump. But it'll probably keep flushing. Still hasn't gotten that much volume, so that's probably why there hasn't been a nicer death candle on this. It's definitely dropping, but still only 600,000 shares have been traded on SPFM. Down in the 220s now, so if y'all were holding, y'all are making some money. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Money rotation for the win. Still holding. I want to see if it breaks 460. If it breaks 460, it might. Yeah, here we go. I think we're going down now. Up about 260 on it. I went ahead and trimmed a little here, but still holding 300 shares. So I trimmed half. I was in 600. Like I said, I was playing it pretty small. Got out at what, 450, 457. I'm gonna hold on to these last 300. Oh, nice flush, guys, if y'all are holding this one. Nice flush. Well, I haven't even been looking. So EDSA is probably too late, ain't it? Oh no, it's still pumping. So this might be still in the tension more than the other one. Where are we going? We have a little level right here, right here. So we're about to get to some congestion. I'm gonna look and see what the news is with this one. I'm not rushing in it. I do like it though, but I'm gonna do a little due diligence because it might push a little bit higher. Ooh, phase 3, positive phase 3. That's pretty strong news. How far is it up right now? It's only up 30. Man, we're getting some weak pops today, which is usually a good sign. That means they're going to flush. But for phase 3 news, 33% pop is not that impressive. I might sit this one out, guys. Again, it might be a beautiful opportunity, but I'm either going to sit it out or I want to see it run a little bit harder before I get in. Because y'all, I would rather miss the play than get in too early and have to like over manage this play. Because I'm right under, so I'm at 1900 on the morning right now. So I don't want to do anything stupid at this point. But that's just my opinion. Y'all do your thing, not financial advice, but I'm going to see if this one runs a little bit more. And if I miss it, I miss it. It is hesitating around that first level I drew, though. See, it can't close. It keeps trying to get above it. But I'm surprised it's not pumping harder than 30%. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, I think it's going to die. It might die here. Yeah, I don't see anything concerning. It looks a little bit of a small randomized sample, but that's just little small intricate details that I know about these studies. But it really is not that small. There's 275 subjects. Huh. Oh my God. I just looked away. Look, it's going negative. I wonder if they had some dilution they just dropped. Oh, they had to drop some offering or something. Whether there's a PR or not, they might have just dumped on. Because if it's at the money, they don't have to drop a PR about it. Well, there's a few other high level. There's a few different options. You know how you'll get the PR that says offering, whatever. You don't have to do that because I don't see one. But I hope some of y'all were in it. Who got to play that one? Oh, I forgot about Pola. P-O-L-A. Need to check it. Oh, let's go. I might close a little bit more here because it looks like it kind of wanted to bounce off the 9. I'm just gonna close here. Cool. Who called that play? SBFM's pushing again. Oh, it is. I already forgot which one this was. Oh, the FDA clearance in Canada. Yeah, I'm gonna let this one run a little bit. Sorry if I talked any of y'all out of not playing this one. But I kept saying, do your own thing. But man, that was a beautiful flush. And yeah, a lot of longs could have got out simultaneously, but that feels like they just dropped a couple hundred shares on maybe 1 million shares. Why does it have to be the good news they do that? Like we played all these other plays and there hasn't been a death candle like that. What in the world is happening? Bro. And y'all know I always play retests and decided not to play this one. Gee. What is it? Is there like a world event I don't know about right now? Yeah, Alex, it's probably hard to predict that it was going to go negative. Look at this. That's a good sign for us shorts. So I'll keep that in mind. The most trash news out of all of them is hanging around. 600K contract with military. Wild, wild, wild. I know, Larry. That's what I feel. Next, biotech news, YOLO. Full port. Oh, God. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't like that they weren't up very much. So I didn't, I'm going to let it run a little bit. Yeah, next biotech news is going to be 1,000% gain right now. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but man, that does give me confidence in these. Oh, yeah, 8 o'clock news. That's where most of the PRs come out, is in 1 minute. So if I see the right setup, I'm definitely going to play it, especially with these weak pops and massive flushes. But again, goes back to what my theory earlier. It's like, try not to get too overconfident in any position because anything can happen. It's like, look at this, EDSA. There's a lot of signs to be careful with this one. And then now it's negative. So trading small caps, it doesn't always make sense. Because like, if this was a large cap, obviously it wouldn't trade like this, but you can kind of explain their moves. even mid caps and stuff like that. But like this, you know, what is this? So a bunch of, ignore these. There's some more phase 3 news. CING. There's a bunch of PRs. And these 8 o'clock alerts are the fake out ones. So just ignore these for the next few seconds. Sting is only up 15% right now. I don't want to short seeing another phase 3 news. So I want to see if anything else is moving. But if it plays out like the last one, I mean, maybe I should play it, but I'm looking to see if anything else is moving. Because I don't even see it on my chart anymore. Or on my top gainers. Did it already flush? Why is it being so slow? Hey, look, this is phase 3 news, I believe. I saw. This one just flushed. SSKN beat you trade ideas. Still a weak pop, but everything seems to be a weak pop this morning. I'm got in at 213. It's small size because I don't have any idea what's going on with this ticker, but I just wanted to get in. I got another entry 245 and 295 while I look up news. Okay, SSKN, what's going on with this one? SSKN. I don't see its PR. There's so many. Oh, here it is. Announces clearance of TheraClear in Mexico and first commercial placement. Weak. But I would like to get it a little bit higher. I'm in it, like I said, 213, but very small size. I want to adjust some of my entries now that I have time. And I want to confirm these levels are still relevant. And the 200, oh, the 200's at 235. I'm going to remove this one. But again, this is still a weak pop, though. Really can't even fall that much more from here. Like the bottom's 165. Sadly, I'm gonna probably start trimming some here in the low 180s. Got out at 182 because it's only up 11%. I'm usually out of these positions at 11%, so getting some weak pop today, guys. Oh, look, it went right to the 200. See where I drew it? Well, I love the 200 so much, but I was a little slow to it. But I'm out of it. Didn't make that much on it. At least I'm over 2K on the morning, though. Feel like I haven't fully taken advantage of some of these plays, though, but it's been a very short, friendly pre-market, so I feel like I should be up more. Most pre-markets is short friendly, but this is exceptional. Oh, is that the commercial? I think I'm familiar with that. What is, sorry, I'm kind of talking to myself. What is SSKN? No, I was thinking of a different company. Anyways, let's look at comments. 200 right above, perfect 200 play. Yep, it was literally on the dot. Jelani 212 to 188. Let's go. You got 212. Nice entry. Larry Jones, you said time to degen and very next pop. That one dropped. And that's the problem though. Sometimes they flush too quick. Like that one was way too quick. Give me a chance to get in. I mean, I got in, but like, my entry was not that great. And then if I don't get a good entry, I obviously don't add a lot of size because I know there's a chance to keep going up. Cool. Nice little pre-market. Yeah, ain't it crazy? Like, even I haven't been seeing a lot of phase 3 news because like phase 3 news is like pretty legit. Again, we know that there's still a lot that goes into it. You pass phase 3, then you have to get FDA clearance, and then you're still not guaranteed like a deal with a big company. And then if you try to get it to market yourself, you need a lot of capital. The FDA approval takes a long time. So fundamentally, nothing changes with these companies, even phase 3 immediately. But it is some of the better biotech news that an FDA approval, and obviously, if Pfizer buys them out, that's the biggest of the news. But or they license it or whatever. But phase 3 news usually runs a little harder than this. I mean, they're all negative at this point. Every biotech news that I've played today or that I've acknowledged is negative. Well, this one went negative and it's bouncing back, but is this the Canadian FDA approval one? I think it is. Sunshine. Probably gonna pass on this retest just because, like, again, it's just not up very much. I'm like almost sketched out with some of these plays, how they're just falling. So am I getting faked out again? Yeah. Trade is going ham. Ross has to be red today. These are some nasty draws. Oh, that's a good point. That is a very good point. I think he just posted a video last night too that said like he had his biggest green day since his big loss or whatever. Where's my low key, that's not so low key Ross people at? How's he doing today? Even when I try to be nice, I still throw shade. Trying though. Now we won't be quiet. Now that Ross is probably red today. Nobody want to talk. Just kidding. But yeah, BT, I heard his scanner's not bad. Hasn't taken any trades. Oh, Ross, the win for Ross then. Good job. Now y'all know I like to joke about it, but he's a good he's a good trader. But that's pretty impressive that he hasn't taken any trades today, because he probably would have got destroyed. When I say he's a good trader, he's a very good trader. Like I tell you, I don't even think I'm that great of a trader. There's just such a massive edge in short selling, especially on days like today. FRGT is curling up a little bit. Oh, I have it pulled up. To this $2 level that was giving us trouble yesterday. I'm probably going to sit it out because, again, going back to what I said at the beginning, I don't really just want to take very much risk. I'm sitting over 2K on the morning. I need a chill day after yesterday. I traded all day, it felt like. Not really all day, but I traded a decent amount pre-market, a decent amount intraday, decent amount after hours. And at least 2 of those 3 was pretty stressful. Like, just plays not playing out exactly how I wanted to. Still had a good day overall, P&L wise, but I'm kind of enjoying this low-key day. No stress. And those are probably fake out guys. I mean, I know they're fake outs, whatever. So SSKN is. So since we know where this 200 is, that's where I want to play it. I'm not going to get in early. So thanks for letting me know. We'll make sure my orders are set appropriately. But I'm not going to rush into this one. But yeah, I have me some orders around the 200 now. Thank y'all. Thank you, Wolf. WULF. I don't even think that this one's up 10%. Yeah, I'll pass on this one. It's up 6%. $800 million market cap. BG, you've been around long enough. No, I don't want no 6% pop on an 800 million market cap. How'd you end up doing the rest of the day, SABJ or BG? Because you, what you uploaded in the Discord, it looked like you didn't have any misses yesterday. My style, just a bunch of wins. No huge size or anything. Oh, FRGT almost got you. Dang. Yeah, that after hours session. I'm probably not gonna do one today. I wanna monitor the market after yesterday. And again, I think it was because now that we know hindsight's 2020, Moon Market was pumping it. So he didn't post it on X, but he was posting it in his group. And like one of y'all mentioned, there's thousands of people in his group. So it was enough to keep FR. That's probably why it's still relevant, honestly. Bro, Kurt, how much do you pay for Ross's scanner? We ain't promoting Ross's stuff here. We can talk about Ross, but we ain't promoting his stuff. So that's where I draw the line. It's $3 million for his scanner. You're not interested. I know, Kurt. I'm just trolling. But I prefer you not to promote Ross's stuff. But nothing about his stuff is usually cheap. $350. CJ, a real one, bro. I love it. Now I do like trade ideas. But no, if you already pay for Ross's scanner BG, I totally get it. I'm just not trying to promote Ross's stuff. But y'all can, if one of y'all know, y'all can share it. I was kind of kidding, halfway kidding. Just can't share the link. You got to make Kurt look for it. FRGT, I was starting to curl up a little bit here. Do we want to play VWAP? Probably not. Like 160, I think. Is that a month or yearly? I assume that's a month. If I was down, or if I was really wanted to make a play today, I would probably play this, but I'm probably gonna sit this one out. But here y'all go. Put it on y'all's radar if y'all are interested in it. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, per month. That's pretty dang pricey. That's a good question, William. And I'm not just saying this because I don't want to promote others. I am very, very self-taught, almost to a flaw. Like 2023 and 2024, like so self-taught that I like don't use volume. Didn't have VWAP on my. I made like hundreds of thousands of dollars last year, mini, and didn't even use VWAP. It didn't even use like moving averages until TradeZero did an update, and it just put it on there. So there's nobody that really I can say that I learned from. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just trading small caps, and then I was like, man, I was going long. I was like, if I did the opposite, I'd be profitable. There's only buying and selling, there's two different sides of the coin. So I just kind of started looking into short selling and started developing a strategy. However, since I started short selling, there are some people I respect, like the Friendly Bear from a fundamental standpoint. I like him. I was starting to learn fundamentals from following him. But now with AskEdgar, I don't even, I still think he's a G, don't get me wrong, but like AskEdgar already made it so easy now. So, but fundamentals, I learned a little bit from him. But besides that, can't really say. Hope that makes sense. There's like the what are they? The like Ducks, Stephen Ducks. Like I will never say anything negative about him, but like I don't really know how he trades. I just know that he takes some massive short positions and homey banks. But like there's nobody that I really, because everybody I talk to, even a Friendly Bear, he's not the biggest fan of what I do, like pre-market shorting. Everybody thinks it's so high risk, and it is. What I do is very high risk. There's my disclaimer. But I'm about to go I'm a few days away from going the whole month green every day. And I'm on track to flirt with, I'll end up probably between 40 and 50K this month. And I do it with a 25K account. Once it gets up to about 40, 50K, I take all the money out. So you can say what you want, but this is pretty lucrative. So there's nobody I really follow that trades just like me or I learned from. And again, I would share if I took, like I said, fundamentals from Friendly Bear, but besides that, I don't know. Because even what is it, the Clover people, which I'm not going to throw shade, but I'm not recommending them. I'd recommend Friendly Bear first, but like they don't even trade pre-market, I don't think. So I don't really know who trades my style. I know that's out there, but like maybe not like live streaming, but I don't do a lot of due diligence when it comes to that. I probably should try to learn from others more, but I have a strategy that works. So VSEE is actually pumping now. I was trying to look at the chart, trying to figure out where I wanted to enter, but I'm gonna let it move a little bit more because again, I'm pretty happy where I'm at on the day, so I don't want to like chase a pop that's not like that impressive. So if this gets up to like $1 maybe, but it did go to this first 85-cent level. What was that right here? So I don't want to get in that early with this one. Good flush, guys, but I'm just talking through what I'm doing. Adam Gerf. Oh yeah, I heard him speak I was at the Friendly Bear conference in LA. I don't know much about him though, but it sounds like he does trade similar, yeah. But again, the question was, do you have any short sellers reference you learned from? And no, I did not learn from him, but that's a good call. I think his is very similar. And he plays pretty good size too. Trades pretty good size. Way bigger than me. I really need to. So when we were in Circle before we migrated to Discord, I had a little course I created. It wasn't, But it was like 3-ish hours about it, my trading style, and I didn't add it back in Discord because even since when I launched it, my trading style has changed a lot. But I'll make a little, another little video. I'll make it free on YouTube, just a high level overview of how I trade and stuff. Not like 3 hours worth, but because it's not like new trader friendly, I guess, because I don't talk about candlesticks and patterns and I don't talk about all that like for new traders, but I do talk about like my edges on my strategy in the course. So I might review it here soon and see if I want to put it in Discord or WAP or whatever. I don't even know if Discord, there's probably some bot or feature you can get it integrated in there, but got it. Interesting. Alex Temet, I don't really know him that well, but I did see his name a few times on like info and a few other things. Does he trade pre-market? Because I have watched some of his streams and his is it's a little different than my style, but it is close though. But yeah, he's made a lot of money too. Because there's an edge in short selling. But it just goes back to risk management. As I mature as a trader, I realize that. That's why I'll cut my losses or take profit quick. Or y'all saw it in after hours. Like as soon as my loss wasn't going to be that bad, I just started trimming out. Like I'm fine taking a red. If I lose 200, but I was down 1,000, like that's a win for me. Trying not to let myself get in those situations too often anymore, but I know in the past I would want to wait for it to turn green before I would get out, and it would reverse on me. Then I would take a bigger loss than I wanted. So again, disclaimer: short selling pre-market is very risky, but the way you can offset that is to really dial in your risk management. I feel so like such a cliche thing to say, but I see why everybody says that. You got to protect your capital and your mental headspace. When I take big losses, it jacks me up too. I'm just frustrated at myself and stuff like that. BSEE, just like everything today, nosediving. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. No, and like I try to share. I don't paywall anything. Like I appreciate everybody that joins the Discord, and you get the chat and you get exclusive live streams. But I don't like hide anything from y'all. I try to share it. If y'all ask me a question, I'll answer it. I'm not gonna tell you go to the Discord. You know what I mean? So I try to share everything I know. The Discord is just like an added layer. And I'm still like adjusting my style too, because it's just my third year profitable. 2023, I was profitable. 2024, very profitable. I don't even think I'll make what I made in 2024, but I was trading a lot more size then. Actually, I know I'm not going to make what I made in 2024. But I'll still have a good year this year. So I'm still tweaking my strategy too. Got that VSEE. Let's go, BG. You said you wanted it though. I'm glad you came to the dark side, BG. Remember when you first got on here? You were open-minded though. Some of the longs that jump on aren't so open-minded. And it's fair. I'm not very open-minded to going long after I'm a short seller, so I get it. But dark side's not too bad. $8:30, we'll see if we get some new PRs coming out. And I'll hang out a little bit longer, but if there's not a lot of movement, I don't know if I'm gonna wait till, I usually sign off at 9. I might hop off a little before that today. SILC got some news came out. Oh, CYBN. I'll pull up yours first. It's probably better. Oh, that's a nice little pop. Gee. Okay, let me get it pulled up. Well, it's only 25%. It looked way more than that. I mean, 27's not a bad pop on a day like this where nothing's really popping that hard. I'll get me a little position. All right, I'm in it. I'm on draw on the chart. I'm gonna look at the news. What was CYBN? The news. Oh, I'm out. I took profit super quick. Like 8.12 to like 7.88. That's how I played it. Jumped out too early, but like I said, I'm being a little cautious. I'm trying to protect my capital today. Oh, direct offering. Got it. TVLT. Probably late to the party, but let's see. Yeah. Nice, getting a good little flush. I probably should have held a little bit longer, especially since everything's flushing today. My goodness. Look at these plays today. I'm not fully taking advantage of it, but wow. It's hard for me to go heavy on like 20 or 30% pops though. But I need to, probably something I need to think more about on days like this, because you just don't get, we haven't gotten since I've live streamed, have we gotten a 50% plus pop today? Maybe. What's small for you? 1K to 4K a position. And if I'm very confident, a little bit higher than that. And I enter based on like, so 1 to 4K is kind of like my standard positions, depending on my conviction. But I'm not, if it's a 20 or 20% pop, I'm probably never going to go over like 2K. So I've just been in so many that I thought were good setups, and then it rips the 50% plus, and then I'm like annoyed because I'm like trying to average up or manage the position or cut and re-enter. And again, I know I got to be careful when I say small, because that's not small for everyone. But listen, in 2023, I was making like $50 gains, $60 gains, 80. So that was not that long ago. So it's not like I just started here. Like I had double-digit wins, then I had triple-digit wins, then I had, 4-figure wins. So, but at this point in my trading journey, I mean, when I say small, it's like 1 to 4K position. And then if my conviction is higher, it goes up, On live stream yesterday, I was in over a 10K position. So just depends on the setup, my thesis. It's hard to teach this sometimes because I'm a discretionary trader. Like I'm what, it's not this, it's not systematic. Let's just say that. Oh yeah, a lot of people are trading way more exposure to me. And then it goes back to what I was saying at the beginning. I keep a 25K account. If it gets to 50, when it gets to 50, I take it all out. But yeah, I trade. That's what I mean by small compared to a lot of people that are, I guess, in my space and live streaming and stuff. Because I know that Alex guy that they brought up earlier, like he gets in some massive positions. I'm trying to get like around 5% return on my account a day, roughly. Just trading small. And again, I'm not saying my way is the best way. I'm just telling you how to do it. It was what makes sense to me. There's probably better ways to do it. But that's because the problem with how I do it is I'm never scaling up. So I should probably be keeping more in the account, and then my 1 to 4K position should turn into 3 to 6K, and then as I keep scaling up, those small positions should, so my size is never going up. I found a size that I'm comfortable at, and I've just been sticking to it, and I'm going to keep doing that until I quit my W2. And then when I can focus entirely on trading, I might focus on scaling up my size. But I'm happy where I'm at. Brian Lee is systematic. Got it. He's a short seller. Hope y'all made some money today, guys, because I didn't play a lot here at the end, but we had some opportunities. We definitely had some opportunities. PG's at his daily goal already. Let's go. Feels weird. Love it. Love it. That's good. That's good feedback, bro. Just trading. I guess you figured it out 3 years, so why not learn from it? Yeah, I try not to break things that are not, well, fix things that's not broken. So it's working. I probably should scale up though if I want to take it to the next level. But again, I'm happy. I think I'm blessed. Found a strategy that works. A lot of people can't say they've, have a consistent strategy for 3 years. And I never have over 50K in my account, and I've made pretty good. So pretty good returns. But again, like this is what I'm trying to say. It's not like this strategy. It's I don't think I'm that great of a trader. It's just this is a killer strategy. So VSEE is pumping. I might play this one more time. But I do get, I wanted to see it get to $1 first. I'm not going to jump in this one too early, but I I'm still probably going to play it light, even though it's probably going to be over 50%, because for whatever reason, this one's pushing now. Gets to $1, I'll play a small size for a quick flush. Let me see what the news is again. Is it moon? This looks like the trend. What, can you elaborate on that? Pina coladas in the morning are the best. Have you tried wide stop loss strategies? Yeah. Too wide. I took a 75K loss last year. Okay, I'm gonna get a little entry, but again, I was trading a lot bigger size. I know that was kind of a joke. I know what you mean, but yeah, no. Again, I'll even so. What was an example yesterday? That intraday play had a pretty wide stop on it because I knew it was just gonna, or I thought it was gonna eventually, tank. But most of the time, I have a pretty tight stop these days. I don't like being red in a position. I used to could care less. My strategy was more just hold and it'll eventually fall down. It worked till it didn't. That's why, yeah. It's a little too wide. A little too wide. And so if it breaks over 102, I'm only in 500 shares. I'm down 20 bucks. If it breaks over 102 and holds, I'm just going to get out here. Because I'm not trying to fight a ticker that's bullish. I just thought it might give it trouble here at, so I'm out of it. Thought it might give it a trouble at $1, but this thing is pumping right now. This feels like moon's in it or something. $114 is the daily. Yeah, I have that level. Oh, is that the 200? Ooh, and it previously popped to this level too. Okay. I might have me some fun with this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to scale into this thing, guys. I got my first entry 109. My next entry is going to be 113. My next one is going to be probably 116, then 119. Thanks for the reminder. I actually did it at 112. So I'm in my second position, or my second entry just got filled. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. I'm only in, still only in, how much am I in? I thought I was in more than this. But no, I'm only in 1,000 shares. Oh, because those other entries didn't get filled. Because because these were small since they were prior to the level. And then the other entries are 1,000 shares apiece, which is still, again, small is a relative term depending on how you view it, but this is only $1,000 position I'm in right now. Up about 60 bucks on it. Let's see if we get a little flush. Should have probably added more, but again, kind of risk off right now. Okay, now I'm in another 1,000 shares. And y'all know I like these 200s, but they're not guaranteed. So if it starts going past maybe like 125, I might start scaling out a little bit. But let's see what it does here. It's pushing. Anybody know if Moon's in this one? Where you at, Mahal? Bro, look at this. I should have just ignored this play. Now I'm down 200 bucks. I'm gonna add a little bit right here at my last entry, 125. There we go. Fall down, bro. Cat fill here at 125. Let me look at it. I'm looking for a reason not to bail on it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Saw that level, but I didn't draw it. Kind of why I said 125, but let me just draw this one out. So I'm just going to hold it, see what happens. My average isn't too bad. It's 115, so it's a little bit of a drop. Will be good. Guess I'll do some more research on it. Announces it received authority to operate at the FedRAMP high level from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. This authorization permits other federal agencies to use VSEE where FedRAMP high is required. I don't know what any of this means. But I don't see any dollar signs. I don't see how it's going to make them any more money. I don't see any of that. So seems a pretty big size on the bid though. It's kind of getting ate through right now though. Dropping. The ask size is going up. The bid size is going down. I like when I see that. But again, that's why I don't focus too much on it because it just went up. So a couple cents. But it's playing out good. I like what I'm seeing. So they don't all flush immediately. Wicked up. I would like to see in the next 8 seconds this 5-minute candle close below 120 for sure. There we go, 118. It's good. Cool. Bro, don't do it. It's making new highs now, so I want to see it hold. All right, we're at like 130, so I'm gonna start scaling out of it just so I don't take a. If it holds over 130, I'm gonna start scaling out of some of my size. I just don't want to give it that much room to play. I'm having a good morning, so still in my full position. But if it starts holding over 130, I might start scaling out a little bit. Surprised this thing is pumping so hard. But this is another reason why I like the early plays too, though. But overall offering risk high. They have no cash. This is a trash ticker. It's negative cash. 8 million float. They have some offerings available to them. Dang, I should have signed off. Should have got off. But again, I'm gonna wait for this 5 minute to close. But if it closes above 130, I'm probably gonna start trimming out some. Or if it makes a move above 135, regardless where it closed, I'm just gonna start trimming my size some. Because I'm down like 375 on it right now. Now I'm down 435. I don't want it to get, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably start trimming. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Maybe make sure there's no level I want to add. Well, now the 150 level is probably going to be tough. We have the 200 EMA here, so what do I want to do? So I'm about to add. We're about to have some fun on this live stream. I'm going to turn this into a green trade. Let's see. Okay. Oh, the locates have shot. Oh, jeez. Luckily, I have an extra 1,000, but I'm going to add at 148. And then, here we go. And then if it breaks over 150, I'm just going to get out. This move is so excessive right now. So I added, actually located. I'm going to locate a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, I added at 148. So my new average is 125. And if it breaks over 150, no backing out this time. I'm just going to cut. I'm hoping it doesn't break 150 by 9 o'clock because maybe there'll be some money rotation at 9, especially after this many like intense green candles in a row. Let me double check the float. Is the float actually 7 million, 8 million? Let's see, VSE. Yeah, it looks like it is. get a flush back to 120. Like I said, my average is it's actually almost 126 now. $125.8. Alex, if it gets past that, it's not a good sign. Nope, not at all. I'm just going to cut if it gets past it. How many shares you have? I'm in 4,000. I mean, it's due for a little flush. Like, geez, look at this. This is crazy. So I think we'll get a little flush. And if not, again, that's why it goes back to like no setup I ever feel comfortable going too heavy in. But let's see what it does here. Honestly, not stressing too much about it because like, look how many green candles we got to get a red one here at some point. 9 o'clock is 3 minutes away. There'll be some more PRs. Let's all hold hands and say a prayer that there's some NVIDIA partnership. That's also crypto. That's also phase 3. That's also Sam Altman is in. All the above. And Trump owns a stake in it. Oh no. Hold 150 before 9, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it, VSEE. Let's see. Moment of truth. 9 o'clock is 2 minutes away. See, now I'm getting emotional. I don't like trading like this. Had a stress-free morning. Got greedy. I'm still feeling good about it, but like, oh, I don't know if I say I feel good about it. I'm not freaking out just yet, but if it holds, it's holding over 150 now. Or it's back over. Oh, this thing is ripping, guys. Oh, I'm getting destroyed. It's at 2. Oh my God. I just got destroyed, guys. Look at this. It's up to $2. Oh my God. What in the world? So I'm adding it $2 now at this point. Shorten this. I can't cut. Well, I can, but now I want to play the $2 level. So I entered at 189 and I got another order at 198. But the stress-free morning has disappeared completely. Yeah, this one's super dangerous. This is a bad case scenario because I'm down literally $2,000 now. My whole morning. Oh, Jesus. Okay, 9 o'clock news was, man, this thing has to flush so much now. I might be holding this one. Oh, what a turn of events. VSEE went straight up beast mode. Jeez, now it's above 2. So I got to get out of some of my size, guys. I'm about to just start. Not how I drew it up. That's not how I drew it up. But things like this happens. So I'm out. I'm red on the morning now. So I guess in order to keep it, I'm glad I'm out now though. I guess in order to keep this green streak going, I'll have to, oh, thank God I just got out though. My God, this thing is going ham. Woo! I'm glad I got out before that last move, but yeah, this is crazy, guys. Crazy, crazy. Crazy. Jeez. Scary. I barely missed that one. I don't know what I would have been down, but anyways, on that note, I'm red, a little annoyed, so I'm about to hop off, and I will, maybe this is, I don't want the green streak to end, so I might end up trading some intraday if I see some setups. Not going to revenge trade. Probably going to give myself an hour or two just to get my head right, because I'm pretty annoyed about how this played out. So anyways, I will be here tomorrow. See y'all.